Hold on. Can y'all hear me? My bad. I think. I just had it on my phone. That's there. Dave! Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, my fault. You know. Chill. All right. See, ain't nobody even on here right now. So, that ain't gonna work. They don't sit right there. It gotta be like that. Make sure. See. Easy in there.
That's running, you know. Yeah, that's a screen. That's a tab.
No, I'm talking about.
That's a extra, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we all in there. Okay, cool. That's a straight shot right there.
All right, we live on social media. I'm muting my mic. The screen, main screen is up. And 5.
My ball.
Way to go, quarantine.
All right, fuck that lockdown. Y'all just have to catch us on the real dish when we put it out a couple days. I'll let you.
All right. Convos create change. Cameras rolling. Audio rolling. Convos create change. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back. Well, welcome to a new edition. This is Convos Create Change, the quarantine edition, episode 1. Our first time trying this from a remote location. So bear with us. We're going to dibble and dabble a little bit about the things that's going on around us. I have my co-host from right to left, PT Duval in the building, of course.
Already.
And you know, my man Easy is always in the building as well.
Always in the building, man. I feel like we 6 feet apart. We feel a little bit of space.
we ain't utilizing the social distancing to make sure we do our podcast
Don't
today.
say that, man. Them boys come around here knocking on that door, man.
I don't think that's how that works.
3 of us.
I mean, yeah, it's not a whole party, but so we just want to get into it, chop it up a little bit about what's going on, how everyone's been affected by the quarantine, what everyone's been doing, what y'all been seeing on the internet, how people stay insane. What y'all got for me? What's up? What combos we creating change with today?
Man, we start off with the trends they doing, man.
What trends?
The no rush challenge.
Man, people gotta do something to pass time.
You're right.
I like the no rush challenge.
TikTok
is taking
TikTok took over, and TikTok is the feds on China.
Yes, okay, I get. That's not what I was saying. I was just saying like it's a nice little family oriented thing where everybody is getting their little party on. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if TikTok was around when the snap dance era was going through.
Yeah,
niggas would have been leaning with it.
But
do your dance.
The real shit is, let's talk about Piedmont Park being so lit. Fuck all that. Stone Mountain lit
man,
too.
everything is lit. I mean, that's why I said like, folks, like outside is closed. Like, really, man, people living, man. Like, you just gotta take your risk at your own cost. You know what I'm saying? Put your little mask on. I just left my mask in the car. I got a little mask. I might run and get it to show y'all.
I'm gonna be wearing masks that don't even work, bro. Y'all don't have no idea with these masks. Some of y'all just wear cloth. Like,
hey man, just cover your face. I'm for it. Fuck that. Cover your face if you can. Whatever you gotta do to cover your face and make you feel secure in your situation. Do that shit if you're gonna leave out tonight. Stay your black ass in the house.
Some people go OD though, Scott. Some people out here OD.
What's OD?
OD is like the whole suit, the gloves, the mat, and then you take this shit right off when you like. They don't wear it to the point where it's like you wear it all day, every day. You're exposing yourself still. It makes if it makes you feel more safe.
But you know what?
That's really what it's about. It's a self thing.
You tell some real shit. They put that shit back, the same back on though. The same shit. Go outside.
They understand the
put back on.
So you're talking about the cross contamination.
Yeah.
This is my thing. All right, so let's get into that
about?
too. So we talk about the coronavirus. There's a ton of information out here, right? And this is the thing. You gotta be selective about what bullshit you feed into. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you see posted, you can't repost. Everything that you see in your timeline is not 100% factual. And I just want to make sure that we at least take the time to figure out what's real and what's not before we go spreading information. You know what I'm saying? Every time something happens, somebody sends something in my DM, I'm not gonna repost it because I don't know who these people are, what are their credentials, what are their sources of information. Y'all are just spreading stuff that could necessarily not be true all the
I don't
time.
even know what's real no more though. For real, with this situation, like on the real coronavirus,
Yeah,
it's really, we don't know what's real.
I mean, we
can
don't
do our research and we can find.
You know,
out
you got so
online,
many
but there you
conspiracy theories out
Yeah,
there.
it's
It's so much going on. You got so many conspiracy theories. You got so many misconceptions. You got so much false information out there. You just gotta take whatever it is that you feel comfortable with and take it with a grain of salt. You know
Because they got a church that's open. They still create. They said the blood of Jesus is gonna protect us from this virus. They said they don't care about masks and gloves. They get close. They don't care about 6 feet or distancing. They
Well,
said,
yesterday was Easter Sunday, so
yeah,
you know.
And it was almost a little riot in other places in states, man, because they didn't get to see Jesus walk again, man.
Man, you gotta let that man be resurrected, man. That's big. But I don't know. Easter's a whole different conversation. I'm not a big one into the religion and things like that. I don't disrespect nobody that does believe. I'm not saying I don't believe. I'm just saying I don't think the Easter bunny and the Easter eggs got nothing to do.
Corona real, bitch.
But I know I'm one of those people that, like, when it comes to holidays, you know, sometimes I guess you could label me as part of that woke community. But I think sometimes it's just a urge for information, and I don't know, something about me just wants to seek the knowledge of the origin or how things started, traditions and things like that. I'm not just a pass me a tradition down, I'm gonna go with the flow type of person. So when I started looking into Easter, I was like, you know, the eggs and the bunnies and all that actually comes from the pagan tradition. Which every time I hear about these pagans, man, these people ain't right. They weren't living right. They was living real wild. So it said it symbolizes fertility and abundance of life. So I was telling that to one of my hood niggas. My nigga was like, so that mean fuck it.
a lot of that.
I mean, so next time you celebrate Easter, make sure you fucking. But that was a big thing. I know I seen a lot of conspiracy theorists talking about that. I seen a lot of the 5G things. I seen a lot of radiation things. And my whole thing about it, a lot of these ideas, these ideologies, is that what does it benefit to you? Like, if we're gonna talk about it, what are we gonna do about it? You can't stop these folks putting up these 5G towers.
We can't really move away from them. It's kind of like the world that we live in. Like we are puppets to a bigger machine. Like it's bigger than shit, and it's fucked up. Like we can talk about it, we can spread this information, and I mean everybody can be woke, but we just a whole bunch of woke people still living under the constructs of the government. We're gonna run against the police. We're gonna go just take their shit.
Like, yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, I'm getting all these 5G articles of 5G cars, radiation.
You gonna
stop them from putting up the 5G towers?
You going out there and riot?
I mean, now think about what we're saying though. Are we gonna stop it? Now think about who stepped down. There was a lot of head CEOs who stepped down because of this 5G project. Now, not just the coronavirus said we're gonna talk about 5G. A lot of those who had investments with the 5G stepped down. Not just saying just 5G, but there's a lot of CEOs that stepped down who had investments with it. They stepped down from it because of this situation.
But was that tied to the coronavirus?
Well, all I can tell you is this: what I believe in it. With that in, whatever the towers were set up at first, Corona was there around. And but let's do this. We ain't gonna go there. Corona was there on Lysol cans. We don't pretend like that. But years ago.
But there's different strands of Corona.
Man, you just talked about this, right? It's 19. Right. It's like a nigga turning 19 years old another year.
It's been different strands that's usually in animals. That's normal.
And this is what they say it causes with the bats and all that. I got it. But thinking about how this affect everybody else is the towers was built around that same, let's say, coronavirus, then, and that same origin, and it's spreading out as such. Everywhere that you're putting up 5G towers, you get more and more coronaviruses. And you can see that on the map. You can see that go. And then another fucking thing fucked me up. I've never seen something that spread outward. I mean inward.
What do you mean spread?
Like, you know how definitely spread is something that goes outward. You see the spread that's coming in from the coronavirus that's coming in state. Like nobody in like mid Kansas and all that shit up there, Nebraska, all that mid shit. They don't have that shit.
Well, that's because their demographic is different. Like the thing that's killing New York is everybody lives on top of each other. Mm-hmm. So you have 500 people who live in one building. If you got one person that has coronavirus and they're sharing that same airspace, then you more than likely gonna have a problem with that.
Yeah, and also it's a lot of the testing. A lot of people don't get tested for a lot of shit.
Y'all go ahead and do what you gotta do. I have a let's
You say, what would your child
I
do?
got a special guest.
You got a special guest?
Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
I don't know what the hell you got going on.
It's like, it's not
We just
quarantine
living.
work.
This is quarantine edition, right?
Quarantine work.
But I think like if you look at the dynamics of different areas, that type of situation is gonna kill New York because everybody lives on top of each other in a small, compact area in a small space where you're using different. Using the same passages. If you all got to get on the same elevator, if you all got to go through the same halls, those people are infectious, and that's why the spread there. To what he was saying about the Midwest, I think there was a more farmland. You could actually social distance because none of those people live in the close confines of each other. You know what I mean?
I'm from Alabama, so I've heard that it isn't as massive, but I've also heard in some situations it's been crazy.
Right.
So it's a mixture of things, man. You get it from different angles. A lot of people don't get tested, like I said, for a lot of different things. So the testing for coronavirus, from what they say, is a little uncomfortable. I'm not sure because
They say they stick something all the way in the back of your through your nose, but all the way down there to your cheek. You know what I'm saying?
You going to take the test?
Me? Not at all.
I mean, you just they didn't give you the test unless you got some real strong symptoms.
Right. That's the thing. Now they're saying that you don't have symptoms and you can still have
it. Asymptomatic. I mean, you can pass it without having those symptoms. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those symptoms are symptoms that you do experience with the common cold, with the fever, with strep throat, with the flu. And so it depends on the severity of it. And that's another thing, like, where we can transition to another conversation with Medicare. You know what I'm saying? Because the biggest thing that I've seen that's been affecting people with the coronavirus is the layoffs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Each week, the unemployment record is being broke. And before the coronavirus took place, the unemployment record was 600,000.
You went 6
It's a reset button, man.
like 6.6 million.
The first week, it went to 3.3 million.
Yeah.
And then the second week, it was 10 million. The third week, it's like that. Right now, we're at 17 million people have filed for unemployment within the last 3 weeks, which is historic, which is insurmountable because you have so many people out of a job. So if they were to get sick, most people's Medicaid is tied to their jobs. So it's a disease or a virus that's really going to harp on the less fortunate because now, even if you do get sick, how many people are going to actually see you with no medical insurance? You know what I mean? And so that's one of the biggest things I've been seeing. And a lot of times when we think about,
that's to stay inside that you really should be focused on.
Right. And then you think about like a lot of, the election is taking place, but you barely see people talking about Medicaid for all, which is a big deal because in a lot of other places, even a country like Canada, everybody has free Medicaid.
They can't even fathom how we pay for Medicaid.
Are y'all gonna get the vaccine?
I don't do vaccines. I don't believe in that type of thing. That ain't my swag.
Do you think they're gonna make children take this vaccine before they go back to school?
I think it's possibility. Yeah. I think there's gonna be some type of government mandate with the vaccination. I can't say that for sure, but for what I think, I think that's the big picture. I think the pharmaceutical companies are going to win in this in the long run. They're going to create a vaccine for it. And I think for you to be around a certain amount of people, to go to certain places, you're going to have the vaccine. So everybody was like, homeschool. Yeah, right. Y'all all ain't doing no. How's that working out for a lot?
But once you get accustomed to it after those 22nd days, it's gonna be.
But what if people gotta go back to work?
You don't ain't gonna be no work. This is probably gonna be a setup for later on. Right now we're gonna do 30 days, keep us in, and then it's gonna be another 30 more days and then prolong it. And then you get accustomed to it. And then by the time you do, you get used to not going out and going to school. That's why I'm just getting back.
They're gonna kick a lot of people out of their houses because shit.
Right, how they gonna pay their bills?
Who finna pay? They gonna have to pay all this.
They gave all these people who work free money,
$1,200. That's a one time.
No. Unemployment, you get $600 a week. That's $3,600 in a month. Niggas don't even make that today. They gonna get free money and make more. Yeah,
yeah, you did.
It's okay, but cool.
What you said?
24.
That's not what you said.
36 at first.
I was checking. That's what
I got my smart guy over here. I always want to calculate it back, but it's 24.
Half the niggas don't make that now. That's true. So knowing that, and then
but we're depending on the government to make sure that them checks come.
What y'all mean? That's what it is, though.
How long is that?
17 million people.
They got 19 million
unemployment.
unemployment. Let's just think about. So the government is setting them up for 19 weeks to get that long. So let's think if they're prepared for that shit, they prepare for longer to implement that.
So you think folks just not going back to work?
Hell no. No, it's going to be some.
$600 a person.
Do the math.
That's how much America's willing to kick out right now.
Man, they said in the state of Georgia they had more people file for unemployment last week than they had to do for the whole 2020.
Yeah, I can believe that though.
I mean 2019.
This is worse than 2008.
By far.
Yeah.
Worse than
Way
2008.
10 times.
And we only how many? We a month in.
We are a month into it. Now that's another thing. How long you think it's gonna last?
That's what we
I
said.
think
Like,
6 months personally.
6 months.
I think it's like
October.
I know. See, I'm prepared myself. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. I want you to remember that.
What's it again?
Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. It's like
6 P's.
6 P's of life.
6 P's.
Because as long as you prepare, I promise you won't even get goddamn scared of the shit that you're gonna get fucking dealt with.
I mean, some things you can't prepare for. This is something that you cannot. Right now, as we go through it, you can prepare.
Yeah.
But this is something that just came out of
this
nowhere.
comes every hundred. We don't know like
This ain't
when's the
never
last.
came.
It's
It's
never
a
came
reset.
like this.
I say it again. It's a reset.
A reset of what? Life
Government life structure.
structure.
Yeah, only structure.
All right. So if you say that, then I mean, so how up are y'all on the political game as far as this is going on as well?
I pay attention to it
Because like my guy who I was for, I guess they call him a socialist or a left wing thinker or whatever. But Bernie's out of the race.
Yeah.
now.
You know
And-
what? What was your real? What you think?
Why?
Yeah.
Why? I think because he's going against the establishment of a power structure. He embodies everything that America doesn't want, which is actually change, which is somebody that's saying everybody should get $15 an hour, which is saying everybody should get Medicaid, which is really implementing policies that are in other countries that are actually thriving. But the American power structure is off of a money-based economy. So if you can't make money off of these things, they're not just going to keep giving out all this damn free money. I just don't think that's working. But I think Joe Biden is more of a controlled establishment person. And I just don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to persuade no one how they're going to vote. I'm not saying that I think Trump is a good candidate at all. You know,
We are trying to persuade them. We are trying to get you on the best side for your life.
But my thing is this.
Now that shit really. I remember.
I don't really see, like I've been asking people for a while, and maybe y'all can give me some insight on this, but what makes Joe Biden a good candidate? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Make any one of these motherfuckers a good candidate. That's why I don't want to ask you. Neither nobody.
I feel like Bernie was a good candidate.
I mean, I'm not even talking about the Bernie, the one before him, the one before him. Neither one of these motherfucking puppets.
You have to look. That's what I'm talking about. The policies they are talking about. See, I think like as Black people,
What affects you that real shit? What president helped you in a way that affected you in your life that's now?
I just had a whole debate about this on Facebook. I agree with you 100%,
Which president?
and that's nothing.
Because
this is what I tell people all the
they don't have
time.
enough time to even implement the plans for.
But the presidents don't even affect your day-to-day life. Like
Shit,
they don't.
Trump pissed me off every motherfucking day. Boy, you
That ain't got nothing to do. That's your. I'm talking about.
Piss me off.
Trump did not close down the schools. He doesn't make that decision.
Trump closed down the line when he came here.
That ain't got.
That
That ain't got shit.
I'm just
to do
on
with
some
what
real
I'm
shit. I
talking
just
about.
don't follow.
I'm
You
talking
fuck with me every day. Okay, gotcha.
Well, if you want to be emotional about Trump, that's one thing. But what I'm saying is, government-wise, Trump ain't gonna decide whether or not a police officer go to jail when they shoot a black person.
I get what you're saying.
He ain't gonna decide whether or not they open back the schools up. He ain't the person that
Just the one
decides.
who's saying it.
He ain't even the person that decides who what classes your kids have a part of that curriculum.
He's showing you how light the position of president really is.
Right.
What he's doing right now is showing me that
He's just giving
this
you a
shit don't
briefing.
mean nothing.
It don't mean shit.
His position don't mean shit. He's showing me the shit that he says. I'm like, bro, like even a 10-year-old wants to have the shit that he says in real life. And he's on the news like every day going at it with people.
That's my biggest thing. We focus way too much on the presidency and instead of on local politics, on the people that control
Behind him.
Yes, the decision makers. Like I remember when we were talking about the impeachment, we were talking about who are the people that were voted into office that can say that he needs to be impeached. Who are the people that decide whether we need to, judges are elected officials, district attorneys are elected officials. You know what I'm saying? The people, we need to really get a good grasp on the power structure of how government works and stop being misled by what we see in the media. And now that we have social media, we have to shine a light on more information that has a better response to what we can control, because a lot of this shit is some bullshit. And it's like, it's a waste of time to sit here and keep going back and forth with people about the same shit over and over again. And it's the same circle. So I really feel like the Democrats teamed up on Bernie. Like, nah, hell no, he trying to change too much.
What is gonna change? I'm still asking you, like from when you was in school to your kid. You have kids.
The belief of change is dying.
But what's gonna change? Your kids eat the same free fucking lunch, suck ass lunch. They still ride them cheap ass same bus. What's gonna change from what you tell me from fucking president? None of this shit.
Those aren't presidential situations.
Okay, again, and then when I ask you which president is gonna be able to help you,
that's what I said. No, that's what I was saying. I don't even care. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not, like I said from the beginning, I'm not trying to persuade you, but unless we have a black agenda, someone that's actually trying to, now that they're directing the coronavirus at the black people, saying that we're getting it more. Where's our reparation? Where's something that stimulates us? Where's our individual stimulus package? Y'all are saying that we are more poverty-stricken areas. We have food deserts in our areas. There's no politician that's coming out to back black people to say what we need and how we are going to give this to black people specifically. Until we have a black agenda. What the hell happened, Dave? Dave, still there? Oh, sorry. We had technical difficulty, but until we have an agenda for black people that really harps on what's beneficial for us, we cannot just fall in line to say, well, he's a Democrat, let's vote for him. That just doesn't suit well for me. And like I said, that's why I was on the Bernie bandwagon. And I feel like Joe Biden ain't really got nothing but to stand on, but the point that he's Obama's vice president, and everybody just doesn't want Trump in office. Yeah. And I understand that, but that's like what I'm asking you is, what makes Joe Biden a good presidential candidate? What are his policies that he's going to implement? What is he bringing to the table that makes him a great candidate? And I've been asking for that answer for 2 weeks, and I'm gonna take this little clip right here. I'm gonna make it a meme, and I'm gonna ask the motherfucking question again, because I haven't been getting this question answered at all. And so I think when we look at the coronavirus as a whole, it's impacting a lot of different things. It's impacting politics. But I think it's shedding a light on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's showing you how weak America is in the power structure. We're supposed to be the richest country in the world, but you see everybody else's stimulus package is way better than ours. You know, like I said, you have, if you even didn't file for unemployment, you have those people in Canada getting $2,000 a month. You have people in Australia getting $1,000 a month. Other positions who aren't working, they're getting 75 to 80% of their salary given to them. Now that might be a situation where they don't go back to work at all.
So I'm lost. So this is the world all impacted right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's like the thing about it. The thing that's fucked up about the American situation is that we were in the last place. Right. Like we had so much time to prepare, and now we're in the place where it spread the most.
Yeah.
And affects the most because it's us now.
Right.
Americans don't give a fuck either. Don't be honest. A lot like. People are still gonna be out for a good, junction of this time.
And people don't give a damn unless it personally affects them. Yeah. So until people like, now I'm starting to see people that know people that have died. Now it's like, oh, now I want to take it seriously. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's
like Rudy Gobert. He didn't take it serious until he found out. He was rubbing on mics and doing all that.
And but that was the pivotal change point in America. If the NBA didn't shut down, we still be out here chilling.
You think the NBA was that curved though?
It was. Once the NBA shut down, everything was a domino effect. Like they shut down their season. Next thing you know, the NCAA tournament shut down.
My niggas can't hoop no more. Oh hell no.
Then goddamn baseball. Like then everybody stopped going to work. That was the first domino that fell. It was like, oh shit. This is real. We gotta stay inside.
NBA stopped.
Right.
Niggas stop hooping.
That's how much we value our celebrities.
They value that.
But I think this is, a life-changing pivotal moment for our country. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should figure out how to apply for different grants and things that are it's a lot of free money out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it ain't free.
Well, you're right. It ain't right. Well, if a grant, maybe those are free. Some grants.
Yeah.
You
gotta pay somebody to write it.
Not necessarily. You can look it up.
Hey man,
I think I can write it myself.
Hell of a day, man.
But I just, wanted to harp on some of the things that were affected me that I was seeing and trying to get a clear understanding of what's going on with our culture right now. This is definitely a change. You know what I'm saying? We always say convos create change.
This is gonna be marked in history. Yeah,
definitely.
This later on we're gonna think about this, or our kids.
We're gonna lose so many people.
It's gonna,
you know what I'm saying?
So many people now.
Do you think every death is a coronavirus? Because they put a lot. They said the doctor said this. He said it was a lot of deaths that were coronavirus related.
I think they're doing misdiagnosis.
I think they're doing that on purpose. Seriously.
I think because I know black people died at high rate of diabetes
because they have never had this many people die this many die at this many at this quick of a time frame. That's what it is. Everybody dies. It's like when they had measles or smallpox, this shit wasn't really as spread wide and people wasn't dying. But now they say like, shit, we tired of this shit. Just call it something else. Call Corona, my niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I think like when people get sick, if they go to the hospital, they're labeling everything under the same umbrella. I think that a lot of that's happening. I think even if you have Corona and you die from something else,
you're gonna be called
it's still gonna be a Corona. You know what I'm saying? I think it's and I hate that the media does it, but a lot of times it's fear tactic pushed on us by the media because we don't really do our own research to look at the numbers and see, a lot of the bullshit that they got coming out of their mouth. And that's why I said
fake news, right?
That's your boy Trump thing, so I ain't never gonna harp on what he talking about. But you know what I'm saying? But I was looking at,
he did make a slogan that's fucked up, but it's sad.
But I think, what I'm saying, we all in a time frame where we have to be cautious of the information that we're putting out. I think that we have to take a step away from the TV sometimes because it's so much at one time. I think you got to
overwhelming.
You got to create a routine. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing that's positive to keep your mind sharp? Like, I've started picking up on stocks. I'm trying to learn a little bit of the Forex. I've been working out a little bit more. I've been running almost like You don't like it either.
I said I worked out of it.
I ran 2 miles. What you do?
2 miles away in the car? You
Today.
drove 2 miles. What you did?
Somewhere. I got an app. It calculates it.
I got sweat coin.
Oh, hold on. I might have.
I'm be honest with you. My dog say he working out. He get ready for 2020. Oh, it says 2020.
Oh, I might have a
out of time.
history. What that say? Monday afternoon run today. 2.06 miles. 2 run. That Saturday night run, 2 miles. I'm at 4 miles in the last 48 hours. And that was actually after. So 2 miles a day is my goal. Yeah. I'm gonna come out of this quarantine in the best shape of my life. I ain't coming out with no beer belly. I ain't trying to come out, mentally. I'm trying to come out strong and sharp. I'm trying to take this time to do positive things and get better within myself, learn some new things. And I think that's the thing.
Rush challenge?
Which one is that? That's the one with the. If I ain't had no group to do it with, if I had something, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't a part of nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a profession, I would do. I love to put me a suit on. Y'all want to do one? Y'all got some suits? We can do it.
You got some suits?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
A couple suits, right? Okay. So they tell you step by step how to make that little setup.
I think we can send it to Dave. Dave can edit it for us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can edit it for us. You just gotta do your little part. And then edit it. Somebody can edit that shit in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what's funny about that though? I don't know if people just don't give a fuck, but some people do the Don't Rush challenge for that Don't Rush song.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, the challenge go with the song, guys. Yeah. The challenge goes with the song.
You can't rush it.
You can't rush the process. But I do like it. I think it's really cool. I think it's positive. I've seen the firemen one. I've seen some nurses. I've seen
Arabs and Jamaicans with the money.
I've seen different nationalities. I've seen what was that final one? I seen some
working out.
I've seen it work. I've seen some dudes do some gay shit. Like I know y'all are slow, bro, but y'all ain't have to do a no rush challenge in towels, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all always gotta go too far, bro. Like, just tone it down just a little bit, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I understand you at home, you quarantine, you ain't getting nothing right now.
And most people got fans only right now too. They've been in quarantine like job of the year right there.
That has spiked and fucking. I'm talking about.
What's she gonna do at your house?
Pornhub, XNXX. I'm dropping jewels.
Sex stuff.
And OnlyFans has spiked out here. You hear me? Y'all go invest in some of that. I promise you, make some money.
I might. What they stop looking like?
Come on, man. Some good numbers on that.
I get you. Who you want?
I don't even know if they public traded. You gotta look it up. We gonna, like I said, I think what they said most Americans are doing during this quarantine is watching TV, eating,
and fucking.
Nope. They said masturbate.
Well, you're right. Pornhub.
Well, yeah, that goes hand in hand with fans only.
Right, shit. Right. They fucking if they got a relationship, you know what I'm saying? But I just say
TikTok.
Check me out, Chef Porno. You know, I'm like,
hey,
get back there.
all I know is I came up with that idea. But anyway, keep moving right along. I do need but I think we just gotta come up with a routine to better yourself daily. So
I think they know that. I think right now is that phase that, like I said, the first 30, you really you are gonna eat a lot. You are gonna sleep a lot. You're gonna do a lot of shit that you ain't really get to.
Then time with your kids. That's a lot of shit.
You gotta do that.
Kids gonna drive them folks crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing. This is what I want the teachers to do, right? I want y'all to formulate a strike right after this shit is over.
More money.
Everybody is seeing how important your job is, and they understand now that you should not be at the bottom of a barrel. You should be close to $50,000 a year at some type of comfort zone because you are important. You have to sit with these people, 30 kids, in the classroom,
different nationality, different
all day.
You are literally a daycare and a learning facility.
Right. Definitely. And you should be paid as such.
Both jobs. You got 2 jobs now. You daycare and you're a teacher. Okay? So keep that in mind.
So please, somehow, some way, we need y'all to formulate a strike. We need y'all to go get y'all money because
y'all should be able to get tips like strippers.
People,
no pun intended.
You know what though? I think that they should do that though. Like not each student
should be like a
bonus. It should be like a $5 a week.
Out of cash out. Like we can send it to an account like for the teacher.
Like each teacher get $20 a week per student.
Yeah.
That'd be an extra $600 a month.
Oh yeah. That's sweet. That's cool. That ain't even that much though.
That'll help. Shit, that'll move their salary with $600 a month times 12. What do we at? 4,800. That's $5 grand. They just made, you know what I'm saying, extra. Just off $5 a week per student.
What's the average for a teacher?
Like 30, 35.
Yeah.
That ain't shit. Especially when you got so many people making so much more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, they do got a little summer break that's dope. They get paid during the summer. That's pretty cool while they're not working, while they're vacationing. But right now it's showing you how essential your job is. And even with all the AI, artificial intelligence coming out, people still got to teach these kids.
So what's up with the girl, the 15-year-old girl I've been hearing about that killed herself? Somebody, my chick was just telling me about that.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
If y'all didn't hear hold on. If y'all didn't hear my asking, did he have a chick? Because remember, last 3 episodes, I made sure I'm on the same thing. 3? It's about 3 episodes back.
About 4.
Man, it's been a month since we recorded.
February 14th.
It's April 13th. That's 2 months ago.
Damn, bro.
It's April 13th.
That changed.
So what you was about to say to me? What do you think? I heard something.
What was about to say to you? What?
You said, hold on, wait a minute.
I said, hold on, wait a minute. You the love doctor?
No.
No. If anybody gonna be in a relationship, it's you.
No, that's not it.
You wasn't just in a relationship.
Quarantine.
You had a whole quarantine babies.
No quarantine.
Did you not have a quarantine baby? Was you not playing stepdaddy?
No.
Was you not?
At all. What I was playing was living life as you shall.
You put that like a verse.
But don't worry about my personal life.
I was just saying, you put my man's on.
We just trying to get y'all.
But no, I didn't hear about that. You said a 15-year-old girl. What happened?
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, that she killed herself. It was something that had to do with what was going on, domestic violence. She had a.
That's another thing we should touch on.
They said that went up. They said you can't get away. Like they can't get away.
Right. If you got bad
relationships.
Yeah, bad parents, domestic violence in the home. Just domestic violence relationship. They said I did see that divorces are on a rise because these people are stuck in a It's
gotta be here.
You can't get away from it.
This is for all the people that settled and not in a happy relationship. Now you stuck with this motherfucker and he can't go nowhere and you're miserable.
Yeah,
that's terrible that you don't want to be around your partner all the time. You know what I'm saying? That would be a good. See, for me, long term, I want to build an empire with my bae. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we can.
You don't have one. You're not even working on one. But anyway, go ahead. Tell me the story. You know,
Then you just say
Tell
something.
the story.
This is what I said I want for my situation. I want to have.
We ain't take a quarantine shot.
We
I
ain't take a cup.
don't want to condone people to drink as much.
They
They
don't
say
wanna-
y'all been drinking more.
That's what they doing at home right now.
Man,
Yeah, that's all they been doing. Liquor store prices.
How's a liquor store an essential place? Please
But
tell
church
me that.
ain't.
How's liquor? No, but that's a social gathering. Oh, he called. No, he just spoke. But what I was saying about me and my quarantine bae, which y'all bad at relationships, is I would like a situation where me and my wife can be partners in a business, so that we are together a lot of the time handling business. We wake up, bust a nut, and get to work.
I would love that too.
I would love that. You know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of people are unhappy. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
They
feel
say-
like people settle, or do you feel like they kind of just they may have felt like
Before
that?
you niggas can have that, y'all have to have this first every morning. this what them niggas gotta have every morning if they
I
want
believe
that
it,
right
though.
there. You know,
I believe I have.
you haven't even tried.
You
I'm
know,
tired of this
that's
shit.
a lie.
You niggas ain't tried to have no.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wait, be honest with me. Be honest with them.
Be honest. Okay,
Yeah,
who's
tell
first?
them niggas.
Most
You know-
of the time. Okay, go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
don't want no quarantine. You ain't want no chick. I need to hear that shit. I need to hear
That ain't true. That ain't true. I'm not necessarily ready to be in a relationship. I can say that, but I have situationships that have had potential. Okay, I've had situationships with potential, and a lot of times those situationships were outside of Atlanta, so it was like a new thing where I was trying a distance thing.
Like I said before, you have to have all that. You have to have a bottle of this. So
We
get
were
what?
talking some
I'm
bullshit.
started off, and bro, let me get one of them shot glasses.
Let me get, man, come on. Hold up. I thought we were.
It's all good. Go ahead. Anyway.
Dave, how much time we got left? Dave, what we looking like on our time meter over there?
We have 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Well, we're gonna take a shot before our 15 minutes. Probably take one at the end as well. But I think this is quarantine edition episode 1. We just gonna come on here. I got a lot of different topics. A lot of people have been sending to me too. You know what I'm saying?
I got a topic that you probably haven't hit on in a long time.
Gun control too. Should talk
That's
about
what I was going to tell you. You know how much a bullet costs now?
No,
A bullet? I know. If we into arms and shit, bullet right now is $1.75 per 9mm bullet. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but that shit is fucking high in the 50 case. Just do your math on $1.75 per bullet in a 50 case.
So what was it before the quarantine?
Like we're talking about like 85, 95 cents.
So it's price gouging.
They killing.
I mean, I think if you
They want
are
prepared for
essential
this.
right now, I think you should be able to charge what you're gonna charge. I think everybody that's out that has a business that's still open, shit, put your prices up some. Like people are limited to what they can do. At least I think a lot of, especially what's fucked up.
Who's got a job right now?
People that work at fast food got a job.
How
People,
they gonna put their price up?
no, not them. I'm saying, but they should give the people more hourly pay.
Yeah.
I think people that work at the grocery store got a job.
You can't boost these boys' prices up.
They got a boost. Why not?
You boosting the risk.
If you out here risking your
Fair.
life for some $2 an hour,
What you say?
No, I said FedEx and UPS drivers are essential jobs.
oh yeah, those are Amazon. People need their packages delivered,
True.
so you should
That
be able
is
to
true.
get a little bit more during this time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They ain't probably gonna take a shot without us. What you doing?
You like FedEx?
I tried to say,
You watch Next Day Air too much.
Man, I ain't need this artificial dude over here, intelligence, to come and tell me all this.
You gotta give us our fact check. That's what
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Fact check. Fact check.
Yeah, that's like the man on Sports Center that pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They- When
The Woj.
Yeah, you gotta have your fact check. You
Yeah,
can't just be out here
yeah,
throwing out information. But we do want to have, we're gonna start doing this routine. We might do it more often than we used to because we could just sit here and smoke and drink and do quarantine. We might go live with y'all a couple times. The live wasn't really our strong point. Try and get 200, 250 viewers on that
They
thing.
want to see Bootsy.
Boosie going crazy on the
Tory Lanez
quarantine.
going crazy.
Tory Lane's going crazy, man.
OnlyFans going crazy. Man, they be trip right.
Hey man, I think Oh no, those DJs is going crazy too though. I like what Swiss Beats and Timbaland started that versus thing. That's hard. I've seen that T-Pain and Lil Jon one. I know Lil Jon made that many records. You know what I'm saying?
His catalog
His catalog is crazy. I don't think T-Pain
22 years old, nigga. That's why you don't know about Lil Jon. That's it. But go ahead.
Yeah, watch your mouth. That was a dope thing I've seen. I'm just trying to think of certain things I've seen taking place during the quarantine that's really been helping us get through it. I don't watch everything. What y'all been watching on Netflix? Y'all watch
Ozark, my dog. Ozark.
I ain't getting into that yet.
Yeah,
I heard
you'll love that.
Six Underground is a good movie too.
Yeah.
I seen
Michael Bay directed.
Y'all seen Black Lightning?
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that on the CW.
So,
Anything on the CW is black people TV.
He's an encyclopedia.
Yeah, every time I watch a movie, bro, that wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, I'm a movie
acting was
critic. I
Hey,
really
Cisco
want
and
to do
Ebert,
a
man.
movie critic. We need, because a lot of people watching a lot of TV on quarantine. I feel like that's a key
Let's
thing.
start that.
Yeah, we got
Well, somebody else do it. Don't put that out there to these people.
Matter of fact,
Well, this whole content.
let's start watching shows together.
Yeah, like
And
what
critiquing
show was
it.
that back in the day where they had like the little seats with the little
Cisco and Ebert. I
Yeah,
told you, you little young niggas, man. That niggas on that. But go ahead.
They
Cisco
watch
Roper.
bad. They watch
Ebert,
bad
nigga.
niggas.
Ebert died.
You still now that's the first one though. See, you still.
That's
young
what I
nigga.
said, and it was
That's
Cisco
all
and
good.
Roper. I
So
just
you
said
do
that.
know.
I know.
You do that. You old young.
You wanted that old, but you didn't want them to show you great.
Yeah.
I
So everybody on this panel saw Tiger King, right? The full thing.
ain't seen that. I seen some of it. I seen I saw like the ending of it. I kind of know what happened. I mean,
Yeah, because everybody talking about it.
right. I seen like the last episode of it, but I ain't
You
really.
can't. You probably seen if you go on Instagram, everybody say the same. You know.
Yeah, they talk about it so much. I ain't want to look at the gay lovers and tired. I heard there's some drug shit. And,
It's some shit. They don't really show nothing gay, because I mean,
Well, they insinuated a lot.
they insinuated it because
Yeah.
I mean that's what he was. Shit.
no, not
Anyway,
nobody. Just not my
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Just not
you
my
know,
personal
not-
purposes. You know what I'm saying?
but he
I
knew-
know y'all sensitive. I
He
know.
knew it was
No
entertaining
Zaza
when he
Wade
did
around
it.
here. No Zaza Wade.
He knew it was entertaining when he did it, because even Shaq bought 2 tigers from him. That's the funny part. Shaq was in business with him.
In Florida.
Yeah, so Shaq was like telling his story and his side from how he.
Oh, let me do a shout out before we get off this thing. Today, Paradise Lost comes out. It's starring Gail Bean, which was our first guest
G.
host that we had. They just came out today. So I want to make sure we definitely shout that out.
Gotta go.
She doing her thing. So we make sure y'all check out Paradise Lost today.
Great young actor.
I think it's the first episode. I think you can stream all of them. Actually, I was talking to her earlier about it. I just posted on my Instagram, my IG story. I got to shout out my sis. She always come through, always supporting. So that's one thing y'all can go binge watch while you're on quarantine, and definitely go binge watch every single episode of Convos Create Change. My grandfather was watching the show today. He watched the first 5 episodes. He said he loved it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like anybody that really watches really fucking with us.
Yeah,
you know
I got
what I'm
some fans out there. They
I have
listen,
to. I have to become a little bit more active in this. So
and promoting.
I'm sorry. I
You
have
can
to give
drink
my
your
fans
that.
what I
Three
want.
sides to it.
Everyone doesn't do their fair share of marketing and
Yeah.
promoting. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
take the blame for
But
that. I got a topic on my page going crazy right now too.
which one? The stripper one? That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
the
We
9 to
still
5,
we
the
still
9 to
putting up
5.
our old clips. You know what I'm saying? And making more memes. We're gonna have Dave chop this one up for us.
1,200. They talking about it. That's what
Oh,
they call
1,200
it.
views. So that's what I'm saying, man. We got good content. The thing about it is this is really the time where I think content creators can thrive the most, because people don't have shit to do but
Right.
sit at home. So that's why we jump back on y'all. Because
So what's the excuse when you don't want a chick to come over and quarantine kick it?
she ain't. I don't even think you gotta have an excuse. It depends on how serious you deal with the person. But, yeah.
They kind of get it though, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Or
They
just,
got
don't,
no-
or just don't answer the phone.
You
You
can-
put it on vibrate.
I mean, it depends. I'll be honest with you. I'm a MILF lover, so I can't really go see nothing of my MILFs. They got the kids all there. They be pissed off, boy. They be goddamn. These goddamn kids. I'd be like, damn, parenthood can't be that stressful. Be like,
I'm
you
just
don't
an
know.
individual lover. I'm just an individual.
He's an individual.
I love myself. That's what it is, man. Individual love. That's it, bro.
Self love is the best love.
You're right.
It is the
I
best.
give myself the best love.
So, look, man, we're gonna wrap this thing up. This is episode 1 of the quarantine edition of Convos Create Change. We don't know how many episodes we're gonna do because we don't know how long quarantine is going on. But This is to our first one. Take a shot with us.
We in the house.
Hey, if this is my last episode, tell my son and my daughter I said I love them. You know what I'm talking about?
I love all y'all
I
who
don't
love
know what
me.
the fuck that do.
It might be our last episode. Hey, Dave, don't forget, I always support
Yes, sir.
Black owned businesses. Look, he
black
got
owned
Yes,
business.
sir.
I give you a little bit of
a check.
and a little bit of this, black owned business. Support your black owned business, bro.
Yes,
Fuck
sir.
Gucci. Matter of fact,
Buy black.
But I just want to say thank you to y'all for tuning in to another episode of Convos Create Change. We'll be right back real soon. We're just testing out the quarantine edition to see how it's working. This is our first one, little taste test. But a lot of y'all been asking for the information, so I've been ready to go to work. My boys is ready, and till next time to another episode of Convos Create Change.
This man when it got some juice, man. What you talking about?
Man, take another shot. Another shot. Let's get off. Hold
I had a
on.
smoothie, man.
Man, you went
Vitamin
some
C
juice for
smoothie.
this, man.
Take
Man,
about take
hell
Another
no.
shot.
Vitamin C.
Man, try to run
That
from
man
the
can't
cave.
wait
He
till the
ran
show
to
was
the
off.
refrigerator
Vitamin C.
and got some
Oh,
juice.
that's one thing. That's before we do that, though, right?
Elderberries and all that
With
good.
a lot of the quarantine stuff, man, I feel like enough people are not putting out a lot of good information. I think this is a time where you get your nutritionists and you get your vegans and you learn about the body and what to eat. I think a lot of vitamin C, a lot of vitamin D, a lot of vitamin A. A lot of fruits, a lot of berries, a lot of vegetables.
And vitamin C is not coochie, okay? Do not think that,
And also, vitamin D is actually outside. That's being outside, and what I'm saying, in the element, get you some of that good sun on you. The melanin loves it. But make sure we look at the ways to stay healthy through this coronavirus, to build our immune systems by being active, by breathing in good oxygen, do a steam treatment. I heard a lot of people talking about the citrus and gargling salt water.
Chronic is good for you too. Chronic.
It's actually, I don't know, because smoke is not good for a respiratory. It can expand on a respiratory infection.
I didn't say you gotta smoke it. I said chronic.
You
can put it in your food, your drinks. You can.
Well, that's more like a CBD oils and stuff like
that's
that.
what I smoke.
You said smoke. And then for one more person who tried to tell me that they saw the little clip that said the marijuana was a distraction or bringing more corona helps, nigga, y'all smoke hookah.
Whoa.
Y'all smoke hookah. That ain't helping shit. That's 100 cigarettes.
I don't trust niggas that smoke hookah.
Hey, easy, come on,
Easy.
man. Something to close us out, bruh.
Hey, come on, man. We got shit to do.
We gotta take this shot, bro. Run from this shot, bro. But y'all, we back. We're gonna be bringing to y'all on definitely a more consistent basis. Like I said, maybe 2 times a week. We got time.
My boy, where you at?
What I want y'all to do is shoot us some information, some topics y'all
Come on,
think
man. We got shit to do.
it would be good for us to talk about. And anything y'all going through, we want to talk about it and have y'all on. We might go back live again, see how that works as well. But one more time for the 9/9/2000.
2020, man.
2020. Ain't this a motherfucker? We made it to 2020.
And don't go try to get no motherfucking juice either, man. What's wrong with you?
Convos Create Change. We out this time.
Link in the bio.
I don't think my phone was in airplane mode. It was hearing stuff going on.